Hi, and welcome back to the Plant-Based Quick Cooking Show. I'm Karen, and every week I come to you from the Center for Plant-Based Living right here in St. Louis, Missouri. Let's get started. Okay, this is a salad dressing, and I get asked about salad dressings all the time, but this one's a little bit different because we're using horseradish. Okay, let me walk you through this. So you can put this all in a blender if you'd like. But today I'm going to be using my stick blender or immersion blender. And if you don't have one, I highly recommend you doing so. It's really a convenient tool. Okay, just grab a plain old wide mouth ball jar or canning jar and add 3/4 of a cup of white beans. Now I like cannellini beans because they're a little bit bigger and they cream down really well. And this is just canned cannellini beans that I've drained and rinsed off pretty well. Okay, so that's what we have in here. Next, we're gonna add a little bit of spice, garlic, 1 clove or 2, totally up to you. We're gonna add some citrus, and this is some lemon juice. That'll really brighten it up. Next, we're gonna add some yellow miso paste. So this is a fermented food, good for the gut, and it's also going to give you that umami flavor. This is a really interesting dressing. And I don't mean interesting in a bad way. Let's see. Now we're also going to add our horseradish. Now horseradish is a root vegetable, but it's most commonly used as a spice. And yes, it has a lot of bite. It's super intensive. But here's the thing. With horseradish, the heat from horseradish it can be very sharp depending on how much you use, but unlike a pepper's heat, it doesn't linger on and on. So play around with this. It's really an interesting flavor and I can smell it. It's so delicious. The root, if you just get a horseradish root, you can find that in your grocer's produce section, and it kind of looks like ginger a little bit. You could grate it and put it in here, and this is just prepared horseradish, which is something you're also going to find in your produce section. It's going to come chilled. I'm going to put today I think I'm just going to put, and honestly I can't remember the ratio, so the recipe's attached down below. That's about a tablespoon, a heavy tablespoon, and then just a pinch of salt, just a little pinch of salt. Now I'm going to add a little bit of water just to kind of get things moving in here. And of course, the less water, the more robust in flavor your dressing is going to be. Okay, so we're going to take our blender. And it's nice and creamy. It's not overly creamy. The beans really give it that nice creaminess. Okay. Now you can taste that for heat. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, that horseradish is really coming through, but it's not giving me, it's not making me tear up. Perfect. It's so good. All right, then grab your greens. Pour your dressing over it. And since you're already in a jar, lock it back up, keep it in the fridge up to a week. You can also freeze it. It'll freeze for about 2 months. And you're set to go with your new horseradish salad dressing. It's so good. Enjoy, and let me know how you like it, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.